Two aircraft, $5 million. One impossible choice. Welcome to the ultimate showdown between the two undisputed kings of single-engine turboprops. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're settling one of the biggest debates in business aviation, Pilatus PC-12 NGX versus the Daher TBM 960. These aren't just turboprops. These are $5 to $6 million flying machines that compete head-to-head in the premium single-engine market. On one side, we have Swiss precision engineering from Pilatus. The PC-12, now in its NGX generation, has been the workhorse of executive aviation for over 30 years. On the other side, French performance perfection, the Daher TBM 960, the latest evolution of the world's fastest single-engine turboprop. Over the next 12 minutes, we're diving deep into 7 critical categories. And here's a spoiler. One of these is a sports car, the other is a Swiss Army knife. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one belongs in your hangar. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what everyone wants to know first. Speed. And this is where the TBM 960 absolutely dominates. 330 knots. That's 380 miles per hour at 28,000 feet. For context, that's faster than many twin-engine turboprops and rivals some small jets. The TBM is genuinely fast. The PC-12 NGX cruises at 290 knots, 334 miles per hour. Now that's still respectable, but we're looking at a 40-knot difference here. That's about 13% faster for the TBM. Let's put this into real-world terms. New York to Miami, about 1,100 nautical miles. In the TBM 960, you're looking at roughly 3 hours and 20 minutes. In the PC-12, that same trip takes 3 hours and 45 minutes. The TBM saves you 25 minutes. Now, you can slow the TBM down for better fuel economy, and you can push the PC-12 a bit harder. But at their optimal cruise settings, the TBM is definitively the faster aircraft. If speed is your primary mission, if you're trying to maximize efficiency on point-to-point business travel, the TBM wins this round, hands down. What about altitude? The TBM 960 has a maximum operating altitude of 31,000 feet and can reach that altitude in just under 19 minutes. The PC-12 NGX tops out at 30,000 feet. Now, why does altitude matter? 3 reasons: weather avoidance, smooth air, and efficiency. The higher you can fly, the more options you have to get above turbulence and storms. Both aircraft get you into the flight levels where the air is thin and smooth, so this is really a marginal difference. Interestingly, the PC-12 actually has more engine power. It uses the Pratt & Whitney PT6E67XP, producing 1,200 shaft horsepower. The TBM uses the PT6E66XT at 850 shaft horsepower. So why is the TBM faster with less power? Aerodynamics and weight. The TBM has a sleeker, more streamlined design. It's lighter. That extra power in the PC-12? That's not about speed. It's about versatility, payload, and capability. Which brings us perfectly to our next category. Colon. All right, this is the big differentiator. If speed was the TBM's knockout punch, cabin space is the PC-12's heavyweight championship belt. And I'm not exaggerating. The PC-12 has 356 cubic feet of cabin volume. The TBM has 143. The PC-12's cabin is literally more than double the size. 2.49 times larger to be exact. In dimensions, the PC-12 cabin is 16.9 feet long and 5 feet wide. The TBM is 10 feet long and just under 4 feet wide. When you step into a PC-12, you feel like you're in a small jet. The TBM? It's cozy. It's intimate. Some people love that. It feels like a high-performance cockpit. But if you're 6'4" and wearing a suit, you'll notice the difference. Let's talk configurations. The PC-12 can be set up for 6 to 8 passengers in executive configuration. Think club seating, conference table capability, full galley. You can go up to 9 or even 10 passengers in commuter configuration. And here's where it gets interesting. The PC-12 has a massive cargo door and a flat floor. You can pull out seats and load cargo, medical equipment, whatever you need. Air ambulance configuration, done. Cargo pallets, done. Half passengers, half freight, absolutely. It's genuinely multi-mission. The TBM 960 is optimized for 4 to 6 passengers. Standard configuration is club seating. Very nice club seating, I might add. Daher offers beautiful interior finishes, premium leather, modern cabin management systems. But you're not reconfiguring this for cargo. The TBM is purpose-built for one thing, moving people in comfort and style at high speed. And it does that beautifully. Baggage. PC-12 gives you 40 cubic feet. TBM gives you 31. Both are respectable. Enough for a week-long trip with multiple passengers. But the PC-12 has the edge. From a passenger comfort standpoint, both aircraft have excellent pressurization systems. Both maintain a 9,000-foot cabin altitude when cruising at flight level 280. Both are relatively quiet for turboprops, though you'll definitely know you're in a prop aircraft. The PC-12 has the advantage of more shoulder room, more headroom, the ability to move around. You can actually walk back to the lavatory without doing the airplane crouch. In the TBM, you're definitely doing the crouch. Bottom line, if you're flying solo or with 1 or 2 passengers and you love the sports car feel, the TBM's cabin is fantastic. If you're regularly carrying clients, family, or a team, or if you're over 6 feet tall, the PC-12's cabin space is a game changer. Let's talk about what you can actually carry. Because a beautiful cabin doesn't mean much if you can't fill it with people and bags. With maximum fuel, the PC-12 gives you 1,009 pounds of payload. The TBM gives you 584 pounds. That's a 73% advantage for the PC-12. Real-world scenario. You want to fly 6 passengers plus baggage for a week-long trip. Average adult, 200 pounds. 6 passengers, 1,200 pounds. Add 100 pounds of bags per person. That's 600 more pounds. You're looking at 1,800 pounds total. In the TBM, you're not doing that with full fuel. You'll need to reduce fuel, which reduces your range. In the PC-12, you've got more flexibility. You can load it up and still have comfortable reserves. The PC-12 carries 402 gallons of fuel versus the TBM's 276. More fuel, more payload capacity, more flexibility. This is where the PC-12 really shines as the Swiss Army knife of turboprops. This aircraft is used for air ambulance operations. You can fit full ICU medical equipment and a medical team. It's used for cargo operations. Freight companies love the big cargo door and flat floor. Skydiving operations, aerial survey, photography, even humanitarian missions in remote areas. The Royal Flying Doctor Service in Australia operates a massive fleet of PC-12s. There's a reason for that. This aircraft can do almost anything. The TBM 960 is laser-focused on one mission: fast, efficient passenger transport. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your mission, business travel, owner-pilot operations, speed-focused trips, the TBM is perfect. But versatility? This round goes to the PC-12, no contest. Range is where these two aircraft are surprisingly close. The PC-12 NGX has a range of 1,803 nautical miles with 4 passengers. The TBM 960 can fly 1,730 nautical miles at its most economical cruise setting. That's only about a 70-mile difference. Both aircraft can easily make transcontinental trips with one fuel stop. East Coast to West Coast. Both need a stop somewhere in the middle: Denver, Kansas City, Dallas. Los Angeles to New York, roughly 2,400 nautical miles. Both aircraft stop once, and with the TBM's speed advantage, it actually completes the trip faster despite similar range. In real-world operations, you're planning for headwinds, reserves, alternate airports. Both aircraft give you plenty of flexibility for business travel anywhere in North America. Neither one is going transatlantic, and that's fine. These are continental workhorses. Here's where the TBM impresses: fuel efficiency. Despite being faster, the TBM burns less fuel overall. It's a lighter aircraft with better aerodynamics, and that translates to better fuel economy. In cost per nautical mile, the TBM comes in at $1.67. The PC-12 is $2.10. That's about 20% more expensive per mile for the PC-12. Over hundreds of hours per year, that adds up. The TBM genuinely sips fuel while flying fast. That's impressive engineering. If efficiency is a priority, and it should be, the TBM has the advantage here. Both of these aircraft have excellent short-field performance, but there are some key differences. The PC-12 can take off in 2,485 feet and land in 2,170. The TBM needs 2,535 for takeoff and 2,430 for landing. Very close. Both can operate from small regional airports with ease. But here's the PC-12's real advantage: unpaved runways. The PC-12 has rugged landing gear designed for grass strips, gravel, even dirt runways. Bush operators love this aircraft. You can fly into remote lodges, backcountry strips, places that don't even have pavement. The TBM is designed for paved runways. You can land on grass in calm conditions, but it's not the aircraft's forte. The gear is optimized for smooth, paved surfaces. The PC-12's gear is beefier, more robust. It's designed to handle rough field operations day in and day out. That does add weight, which affects performance, but it's part of what makes the PC-12 so versatile. The TBM's gear is lighter and more streamlined. Everything about this aircraft is optimized for efficiency and speed. Different design philosophies for different missions. If you need genuine backcountry capability, the PC-12 is your only choice here. Both of these aircraft are at the absolute cutting edge of avionics technology. Let's start with the PC-12 NGX. The PC-12 uses the Honeywell Primus Apex system. Pilatus calls it the Advanced Cockpit Environment, or ACE. You get 4 large touchscreen displays, fully integrated flight deck, synthetic vision, digital auto throttle, which is a huge workload reducer for single pilot operations, and Smart View, which gives you exceptional situational awareness. Everything is integrated and intuitive. The auto throttle is a standout feature. It automatically manages power settings throughout all phases of flight. The TBM 960 uses the Garmin G3000 integrated flight deck. If you're familiar with modern Garmin avionics, you'll feel right at home. Touchscreen controllers, incredible integration, outstanding weather radar, and here's the headline feature: Home Safe. Home Safe is Garmin's emergency auto land system. If the pilot becomes incapacitated, passengers can press a single button and the aircraft will automatically fly to the nearest suitable airport, communicate with ATC, and land itself. That's genuinely remarkable technology. Both aircraft have emergency descent mode. If the aircraft detects cabin depressurization, it automatically descends to a safe altitude. Both have advanced weather radar, terrain awareness, traffic avoidance, the works. Both are certified for single pilot operations, though many operators fly with two pilots for safety and workload management. The auto throttle systems on both aircraft make single pilot ops genuinely manageable. Bottom line, you can't go wrong with either avionics suite. The Primus Apex is brilliant. The G3000 with HomeSafe is brilliant. This category is a tie. Both manufacturers have equipped these aircraft with truly world-class technology. All right, let's talk money, because these are expensive aircraft to buy and to operate. Starting with acquisition costs. A new TBM 960 lists for $3.8 million. A new PC-12 NGX runs about $5.5 to $6 million, depending on configuration. You're saving about $2 million buying the TBM. That's significant. Operating costs. The TBM has the advantage here as well. Variable costs, that's fuel, maintenance reserves, engine reserves, run about $514 per hour for the TBM, $581 for the PC-12. That's about 13% more for the PC-12. Per mile costs. The TBM is $1.67 per nautical mile. The PC-12 is $2.10. Over a year of operations, say 300 hours. Those differences add up to real money. The good news, both aircraft hold their value exceptionally well. The PC-12 has been in production for over 30 years and has a massive global support network. Used PC-12S sell quickly because everyone knows these aircraft last forever. TBMs also hold value well, though the market is smaller, fewer aircraft in operation overall. Both aircraft are typically flown 200 to 300 hours per year in owner-pilot operations, more in commercial use. Insurance. Because of the higher hull value, the PC-12 costs more to insure. Both require similar pilot qualifications, turbine experience, proper ratings, recurrent training. Clear winner on cost. The TBM 960, lower acquisition, lower operating costs, better fuel efficiency. If budget is a primary concern, the TBM is the smart choice. All right, we've covered everything. Let's tally the scorecard. Speed and performance, TBM 960, no question, it's faster. Range, PC-12, but barely, really too close to call. Cabin space and comfort, PC-12, decisively, more than double the cabin volume. Payload and versatility, PC-12, hands down. It's the multi-mission champion. Runway performance, PC-12, both are excellent, but the PC-12 can go places the TBM simply can't. Technology, it's a tie. Both have world-class avionics. Operating costs, TBM 960, lower to buy, lower to operate, better efficiency. So the PC-12 wins 4-2, right? Well, not so fast. Because winning categories doesn't mean it's the right aircraft for you. Here's the truth. Neither of these aircraft is objectively better. They're designed for different missions, different operators, different priorities. Choose the TBM 960 if the TBM is for the pilot who wants to get there fast, who values efficiency, who loves the feeling of flying a high-performance machine. It's sleek, it's stylish, it's purpose-built for speed. Choose the PC-12 NGX if the PC-12 is for the operator who needs to do everything. Corporate shuttle, cargo run, medical evacuation, remote site access. This aircraft can handle it all. It's the ultimate utility player. Here's my analogy. The TBM 960 is a Porsche 911 Turbo. It's fast, efficient, thrilling to fly, and purpose-built for performance. The PC-12 NGX is a Range Rover. It's supremely capable, versatile, comfortable, and can go absolutely anywhere. Both are incredible machines. Both are at the top of their class. Neither is better. They're just different. And that's what makes this comparison so interesting. So I want to know, which would you choose? Comment TBM or PC-12 below and tell me why. I read every comment. If you found this comparison helpful, smash that like button. It really helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you don't miss future deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.